How's it going, guys? It's SRC Madman and HRG Mad Girl, and welcome back to Marble Blast Summer Fun 2025. This is part 13. So we're going to play the remaining suggestions of part 4 plus one suggestion from part 5. So that's the suggestion we're going to play. So yeah, in the meanwhile, do you remember in the last episode I commented to Francis Hughes on what level called Marble Speed did they suggest, because there were two levels called Marble Speed? Well, it was actually the one by Buzz Music, and that level merited 900 points. So I gave Francis 900 points for that level. Anyways, now we're going to get to the results of the question. So the question asked, how many episodes is each Marble Blast Custom Levels season going to have? How many episodes? Well, 50 episodes. There were 50 episodes in Season 1 and 50 in Season 2. So every season is going to have 50 episodes. So the answer is 50 episodes. 4 people commented 50 episodes in that post. And therefore they're going to be getting their reward, which I gave them, actually. So yeah, the 4 people that answered correctly are Francis Yuzon, Kyrgyz Mapping, Miko, and Hyan May. So I gave them each 1,200 points. So yeah, because that was actually the correct answer. Anyways, now let's just get started with the first level. The first level that we're going to play in this episode is called Hazardous House by Lone Star. It's Hazardous House by Lone Star. Yeah, of course. So this is the first level that we're going to play. Also, and by the way, we've increased the points again. Wait, what was the name? Oh, Hazardous House. Okay, yeah, it's the only one there is. It's actually a platinum one. Okay, no, it should be this one. Alright. So yeah, the points have increased again since it's been another 4 episodes. So now the minimum amount of points that you can get for a level is 1,000, and the maximum is 2,000. That's right. That's a pretty big increase. So we've increased the level points again. So now the minimum that you can get is 1,000, and the maximum that you can get is 2,000. So yeah, this is Hazardous House by Lone Star, suggested by Hyan May. This is the first level. Let's go play it. It actually looks kind of cool. Okay, so it's an MVP level. All right. I guess if it's not that hard of a level, then it might actually, yeah. So in case you don't know, if you suggest a hard level, that's a loss of points. Well, now if you suggest a hard level, it's minus 1,000 points. So I recommend you don't do that. Of course, by hard level I mean a level that we can't beat and are forced to give up that. All right. Climbing up here should not be too hard. Come on. I don't need to go. Come on, I don't need to go back. Ah! Son of a madman. Right when I said it. Come on. Come on. This should not be that hard to do. This is a simple climb. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Oh man, I have to take like long jumps. It kind of is hazardous, if you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, there's multiple floors. Okay. So I guess that's why it's called Hazardous House. There's a lot of jumps that I have to do, and it's also some sort of a house with multiple floors. Alright, I can't fall. I gotta know that I can't fall. I think this is still my first attempt, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to jinx it. Okay, I think this is the last floor. Yeah, this is the last floor of the Hazardous House. Alright. Okay, well, I was thinking, what if I just kept jumping non-stop, but it kind of looked a little dangerous to do that, so I'm not taking any risks. We're just gonna do one jump at a time, like I'm supposed to. I just don't want to die. Okay, wait, I see the exit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see the finish. Bam! Alright, I made it. Me too! So now let me actually think, because that level was, it was kind of tricky with those pitfalls, but it was a pretty cool level being a more last panel, so let me actually think about it. Alright, so I just gave Hi and May 1,500 points for that level, which is actually halfway there. So yeah, because now the minimum is 1,000, the maximum is 2,000. The reason why I gave it 1,500 points is because it was a pretty cool level being in Platinum, but at the same time it was tricky with those pitfalls, and I always had that fear that if I died at one point I had to do the whole thing again. So yeah, I think 1,500 is the score it merits, and that's the score I gave Hi and May. Now for the second level is going to be the second level is actually suggested by someone who actually hasn't suggested levels in a really, really long time. Their last suggestion, in fact, was back in Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, after a very long time, please welcome back to Marble Blast Custom Levels, Mayang Jin, with their suggestion, Super Portal. So yeah, this was suggested by Mayang Jin. So yeah, welcome back to the series. So yeah, in case you missed it, there's been a few updates. So now this is a new series called Marble Blast Summer Fun 2025, where you earn points based on the levels that you suggest. However, if you suggest a level that's too hard, so yeah, don't worry, you don't get suspended anymore. Not even in the normal Marble Blast custom levels. I removed the suspensions. So yeah, but now if you suggest a hard level in Marble Blast Summer Fun, you're going to lose points. You're going to lose points if you suggest a hard level. If you suggest a level that I can beat, you'll earn points, and then I'll rate the level and give you the amount of points that the level. I'm going to rate the level and give you the amount of points that the level that you suggested deserves. So yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, but that doesn't mean you can suggest levels that we can't beat. You still gotta suggest levels that we can actually manage to do. So yeah. But in the meanwhile, with the Super Portal, we're actually going to go back in Platinum Quest. So yeah. So yeah, don't worry, you don't no longer get suspended, but still avoid suggesting harder long levels. Alright, Super Portal. There it is. This is the second level that we're going to play. And with this, we're going to go back in Platinum Quest, everybody. You ready? Alright, we're back in Marble Blast Platinum Quest. We just used the Super Portal. Alright, yeah, we're back in Platinum Quest. Okay. Alright, welcome back to Marble Blast Platinum Quest. So, I just gave Mayang Jin 1,000 points for the Super Portal, by the way. So yeah, the Super Portal, no matter who suggests it, will always give you the minimum amount of points. So yeah, because the Super Portal, it's kind of just a teleporting level, so. But don't worry, 1,000 points is still not that little. So yeah, congratulations to Mayang Jin for their first 1,000 points in this season. So So by the way, if someone suggests a hard level, it's minus 1,000 points. So yeah, Meyangjin, now be careful not to suggest hard levels, because now if you suggest a hard level, you're going to lose the 1,000 points that you just got. So yeah. So in the meanwhile, congratulations to Meyangjin for their first. Congratulations to Meyangjin for their first 1,000 points. They are now on the scoreboard. So yeah, Meyangjin is now on the scoreboard, everybody, and that was the second level. They got their first 1,000 points. Now, the third level that we're going to play is called Marble Blast Ultra Template, suggested by Diana. So this isn't really, this doesn't really count. I don't really think this is a custom level. Yes, there's a custom section, but it's not exactly a custom level. But I'll play it. Just by Diana. So yeah, change this text. So yeah, I made it, by the way. So yeah, and the level is pretty much nothing. So now I'm going to give the score. Right, so just gave Diana 1,100 points for the Marble Blast Ultra Template. So yeah, the reason why I didn't give them the minimum 1,000 was because I mean, for Marble Blast Ultra it's still pretty cool, since there's not really that many. I guess this is just used to make your own custom levels. I guess. Yeah, I think 1,100 points is the score it merits. So that was the third level. So now we still got one more level. So this last level is suggested by Kurgis Mapping. So the last level that we're going to play in this episode is called Cave in Motion, and I've actually got a pretty good feeling about this one. From the thumbnail, it actually looks pretty cool. So it's not from Marble Blast Bar, and it looks pretty cool. I think this already might get a lot of points. Oh! I already died. Respawn. R. Apply. Alright. Alright, this looks like a cool level, like I said. Get the gem like that. Oh man. Wait, I wasn't dead. Alright. Okay, don't get my blast. Be careful, most of the gems are on the path of the blocks. Okay, I guess the yellow paths have the blocks. Oh. Not exactly most of the gems though. Oh, come on, what? There's two of them! Oh. This level looks short though, but it's cool though, so I already know it's gonna get a pretty good amount of points. Oh, so two of them cross that one. Okay. There's this. Okay, and that's it. Up you go. Okay, wow, that's cool. Alright. This is a cool level. No. Okay, so yeah. No, what? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Me dying is kind of ruining the fun. Oh, come on. Come on, this is not a hard level. Don't treat it as such. Okay, and this is the last for this bit. Whee! So yeah, that's actually really cool. Let's be careful here. So yeah, it passes on the yellow blocks. Okay, watch out for the bumpers. Okay, wow. There's a checkpoint. Okay, wait. Okay, this actually looks okay. It looks like there's actually more to this level. This level's cool though. Thanks for suggesting it. Hold on tight and mind the tornadoes. Oh gosh. No! Hold on. Oh no, I have a feeling that platform only goes once. So if I fall off of it, okay, no, it comes back. The platform can reset. Okay, mind the tornadoes, it says. Okay, control your speed and use the bouncy floors and the helicopter to reach. Oh, we were the block. Oh gosh. Yeah, alright. I made it. Me too. This is actually a really cool level. I think this deserves a pretty good amount of points. Alright, I just gave Kyrgyz mapping 1,875 points for the level that is adjusted. So yeah, it's actually really cool. It's actually really cool. The reason why I didn't give them the full 2,000 was because I would kind of die at some points and I wouldn't really get to see the whole level. But yeah, it's actually a really cool level, and other than that, really cool. So yeah, that's still a lot of points. Alright, so now that's all 4 levels. So now that that's all 4 levels, let's reveal the score. So yeah, let's reveal the score in 3, 2, 1, bam. So we have Francis Yuzon in first with 14,075 points, Kyrgyz Mapping in second with 11,675 points, Miko in third with 6,400 points, Jehoswa Daniel Guzman Valdez in fourth with 4,325 points, Hyan Mei in fifth with 3,800 points, Diana Pintado Quavito in sixth with 3,625 points, Vuhaiki Edits in seventh with 2,575 points, Nick Brad in eighth with 1,100 points, Mayang Jin in ninth with 1,000 points, HRG Mad Girl in 10th with 900 points, Blue Sock in 11th with 825 points, Ariana in 12th with 125 points, and Eduardo in 13th and last with 100 points. The total score is 50,525, and the average score is 3,886.54. So yeah, so it looks like we now have Mayang Jin on the leaderboard, and now the tie between Hyan Mei and Nick Brad is no more, because now that Hyan Mei got the scores of today, they're out of that tie now, leaving Nick Brad in 8th. So yeah, so now there's no more ties, by the way, and there's now 13 players. And because now there's also Mayang Jin. So yeah, welcome to the scoreboard, Mayang Jin. You're now in 9th. You're currently in 9th. But yeah, that should do. It looks like the top 4 are still pretty much the same people, and it looks like Hyan Mei almost has a score above average. They have the closest score to the average score out of all players. So yeah, it's just off by like 86.54 points. But yeah. So yeah, but then everyone in the top 4 has a score above average. So that's the scores. So yeah, I hope you're so yeah, to those of you who have a high score, I hope you're proud, and to those with lower scores, make sure to suggest levels and answer questions. So now there's going to be the question, the 13th question, and yeah, there's going to be the 13th question after this video, so stay tuned for that, and let's just end the video. But there you have it, guys. That was Marble Blast Summer Fun 2025 Part 13. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to get notified of the latest videos. Hit the like button on this video. Bye! No, anyway, guys, this is the video. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!